you're considering moving to Reno, Nevada, you need to weigh these 10 pros and cons before you do anything. Upon arriving here, you might be in for a little surprise and a slight change in lifestyle. Let's get right into it. So if you're considering relocating here, or maybe you already live here and you're considering leaving the area, watch this video and weigh these pros and cons and see if it's the right thing for you, because it might not be. Let's get to it. The first pro of living in Reno is the location. Reno is nestled in the Washoe Valley right beneath the Sierras. We get some amazing views with the sun setting over the mountain, with the clouds rolling in over the mountains. Another great thing about Reno's location is the convenience. You're less than an hour away from the beautiful Lake Tahoe, one of the top reasons people move here. You're about 45 minutes away. San Francisco, the Bay Area, is about 4 hours away. Sacramento, 2 hours away. You have Lassen, Napa Valley, Mendocino, Mount Shasta, Yosemite. You even have the coast, all within half a day's drive from Reno. We also have the Reno Tahoe airport in town, which is a super convenient airport. It is the easiest airport I've flown in and out of. You just park right across the street in the parking garage, across the crosswalk, and boom, you're there. Moving on to pro number 2, the weather. The weather here in Reno is great. You get to experience the 4 seasons in the most optimal way, in my opinion. It doesn't get too hot and it doesn't get too cold. Summer heat is usually in the mid 90s, mid to upper 90s, sometimes touching 100, low hundreds, but it's only like that for about a month. And the wintertime, it doesn't get too cold. It's usually in the 40s. Mornings can be a bit brisk. However, we get over 300 days of sunshine a year here in Reno. So when it is cold, the sun is out and it doesn't feel as cold as it actually is. This makes you appreciate those rainy, snowy, cloudy days more too. The third pro of living in Reno is the people. Ever since I moved here, the people have been so awesome. Everyone I've met has been hardworking, down-to-earth people who want to make an honest living, who want to work hard, and who want to keep what they make. You can go out on any given night and meet some people at the bar, the sports book, the club, whatever it may be, and end up making some friends. People here are very friendly and nice, and just a good time to be around. The police presence here is also really good. You see them driving around all the time. Their response times are great.
Hey, I'm out there in the streets every day. I gotta be able to move like a cheetah.
I've had nothing but good experiences with the police here, so shout out to the Reno Police Department. The people moving here just want to come here for their freedoms, whether it be financial freedom to keep more of their hard-earned money, or constitutional freedom and keeping their rights, or, just the freedom to do whatever they would like to do within the confines of the law, obviously. So yeah, the people here have been great, and I understand you're eager to move here, or maybe you're relocating here because of a job. The good news is that we stand as the #1 relocation team in the state, and it's not even close. Here's my number and my email. Reach out to me. I would love to find the perfect spot for you. I will schedule a one-on-one personalized consultation with you. We'll go through maps, areas, go through some of the houses that are available out here. We can go through rental plans to get you into the best rental situations. I would love to help you out whether you're trying to come or leave Northern Nevada. But let's get this thing back rolling. My 4th pro for Reno is the taxes. The taxes are incredible here. The best state in the country, in my opinion, for taxes. And I think that is one of the main reasons why people are just flocking here. I hear it every single day. Someone's looking to relocate here or retire here for tax benefits, and it makes total sense. With California 10 minutes away, why wouldn't you just hop on over to Reno, where you can save 15, 20, 25% of your money? There's no personal state income tax. There's no corporate state income tax. There's no inventory tax. There's no gift or inheritance tax. Why would you not move here for the tax benefits? At least move here for 6 months and a day so you can call it your primary residence. Also, with property taxes, it doesn't work like it does in California, where the taxes are based on the sale of the home, where it could be 1% of the sales price. The taxes here are based on when the home was built. So a home built in 1975 is gonna have a lot lower taxes than a home built in 2023. Our 5th and final pro to Reno is all the events that come to town. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of events throughout the year. I can't even come close to naming all of them. There are tons and tons of events. There's pub crawls downtown, live music, shows. Reno is the gateway for Burning Man, which may be a good or a bad thing. We seem to get a culture shock every year when Burning Man comes to town. But yeah, tons of live music, tons of shows, tons of things to do, no matter what you like to do. We also have the Reno Aces. They are the AAA affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Those games are super fun. They score a lot of runs because we are at a high elevation. The score is always like 10-8, 15-13. So action-packed games. They do a great job with presentation. We also have the University of Nevada, Reno. Division I sports, so you get college football. Our basketball team's pretty good. They went to the tournament a few years ago. They got baseball, tons of sporting events. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe for more content, and comment any questions or opinions you have below. I love seeing your guys' feedback, and your support means a lot. Now moving on to the cons, and the first con I have, rent and home prices. It's no secret that people are dying to live in Reno. And with that high demand comes high home prices and high rent prices. Home prices are well above the national average. Our median home price in Reno was around $600,000. Rent is also above average. The average rent in Reno is $1,600. With over half our residents relocating here from California, demand has just surged and builders just can't keep up. You can't build fast enough to keep up with this demand. Trust me, unless California does a complete 180, which we all know ain't happening, demand ain't going nowhere. My second con to living in Reno is the traffic. And a lot of people say this is a pro. I guess it depends on where you come from. If you're moving here from like San Francisco Bay Area or LA, San Diego, places like that, then yeah, the traffic here will probably be a little bit better. The traffic is not bumper to bumper, all day type of traffic. It's really only during rush hour. I remember last year I was heading up to go snowboarding and I got on exit 10, which is McCarran, heading west, and there was an accident. A truck had jackknifed and just blocked the whole highway. There was one lane like this that people were just barely slithering through, and I got stuck between exit 10 and exit 9, McCarran and Robb, which is like half a mile. I was literally stuck there for about 2 hours. So stuff like that can happen if there are accidents because it's snowing a lot. Traffic can build up. So it certainly is a problem in Reno. Con number 3 is that Reno is a city of temptation. There are lots of temptations around here. Obviously, this town was built on gambling and the casino industry. We even have legal prostitution. So it's still a bit of the wild, wild west out here. You have to be very careful. The casinos will try to lure you into the casinos to get you to play, to get you to spend money. They'll incentivize you just to get you in the door. They'll give you free play. They'll give you free food, free drinks, tons of stuff like that just to get you into the door to play. My advice would be set a limit on losses. Don't play with more than you're comfortable losing, and know when to walk away, even if you're winning. I'd rather be up 50 bucks and walk away than be down 300 bucks, right? You hear stories of people who go up like $15,000 and you see them 5 hours later and they're $10,000 in the hole. So those problems are definitely an issue here. Please be cautious when it comes to that. Moving on to the fourth con I have on Reno is the homelessness. Now, homelessness is mostly seen downtown. You'll definitely see people panhandling at stoplights. You'll see people talking to themselves,
That whole car like locked off that.
pushing shopping carts around. They tend to congregate downtown. You'll see people sleeping on streets, unfortunately. So we do have some people who are struggling here, and this problem has only grown since 2020. The city does a pretty good job of using tax dollars to provide services and shelters and programs to help get these people off the streets. But I mean, we are a city, it is an ideal climate. So if you're not used to that, just try and sympathize with them, try to see where they're coming from, and you know, it'll just be part of the norm the longer you live here. The fifth and final con I have for you guys is winter. And I know I said that weather is a pro here, but the winters can be cold. It can play tricks on your mind when days start to get shorter, it starts to get colder, daylight savings hits, it gets dark at like 4 o'clock. You can really start to feel kind of mentally down. So that's something to be cautious of as well. And something you may or may not know about Reno is that it does snow here. Usually it's very light. The Sierras do a good job of cutting off those storms before they get to Reno. So usually it's very light and it does melt the next day about midday. As I said earlier, we do have 300 days of sunshine. So when that sun comes up, it does melt the snow, does a pretty good job of that. But living in Reno, you will have to drive in the snow sometimes. So all-wheel drive vehicles are encouraged, four-wheel drive is encouraged, and if you've never driven in snow or you're not used to it, it's not that difficult. Once you get the feel for it, just go slow. Maybe take service streets while you're still, getting the feel for it. I know a lot of people here who refuse to drive when the roads are snowy, but if you can get past that, it's really not that big of a deal. Also, that snow being on the roads does cause more accidents, which does cause more traffic, so you have that as well. So there you have it, the pros and cons. And I know relocating can be challenging. That's why you need someone you can trust. As I said earlier, my team is the best at what we do. I want to hear your stories. I want to hear the reasons why you may be moving here or why you may be leaving here. I would love to work one-on-one with you and personalize an approach to get you here, to get you into the right areas, to get you in the spots that you want to be. And if I didn't give you enough information on Reno, click on this video right here.